This is Modern Service Mastery, Business School with Boots on. Real lessons, real talk, and real growth for the residential service industry. Let's get to work.
All right, so let's dive into what it means to really show up and master the task at hand. We touched on this in the last chapter. Whether you're blowing off a sidewalk, setting stone, or fine-tuning an HVAC system, it's not just about finishing the task, it's about how well you do it. And honestly, that attention to detail, that's where your reputation starts to build.
Yeah, I mean, anyone can kind of rush a job and get it done. But can you see the difference when someone goes the extra mile? Like when you're setting stone and you make sure every piece lines up perfectly, you stay efficient, but it's with care. It's a whole different vibe.
Exactly. You know, there was this landscaping project I worked on a few years back. Big client, high pressure, everything had to be immaculate. It was one of those jobs where every single detail mattered. We had this custom patio with intricate stonework.
I bet that was a nightmare project, huh?
Oh, for sure. Kind of felt like it at the start. But here's the thing. We broke it down piece by piece. Every cut, every placement, we asked, is this perfect? And yeah, it took a little longer, but the end result, the client was floored. And that attention to detail, it landed us 3 more jobs in the same neighborhood.
See, that's it right there. People notice. Like, I had this one job where we were installing a window in an old house. It wasn't just slapping it into the frame. The edges weren't even. We had to adjust everything down to the millimeter. Took time, but the client came back later saying they couldn't feel a single draft in the middle of winter. That's pride, man.
And pride in work makes all the difference. Like with HVAC systems,
Yeah?
it's not just about getting the system running. It's about making sure it's calibrated perfectly, optimized for both efficiency and comfort. Sometimes it's a tiny tweak, but when you do it right, that's what people remember.
For real. And it's not even just about impressing the client. I mean, yeah, they'll notice, but when you nail the details every single day, you're building something bigger. You're building trust, consistency, basically your personal brand.
Couldn't agree more. This is how you set yourself apart. Every blow of the leaf blower, every stone laid, every precise measurement, it builds up day by day. It's how you win the moment you're in. So when you think about all that effort, building your craft, developing trust, and setting yourself apart, here's something to consider. How does that resonate with younger professionals, those just starting out? What's their driving force behind chasing mastery? Or better, legendary?
Man, it's purpose, right? Like seeing the impact of what you're doing. No one wants to feel like they're just grinding with no point to it.
100%. Purpose and impact drive everything. It's what turns work into something meaningful. I mean, even something like blowing off a sidewalk, if you make it spotless and the client smiles, that's impact.
For sure. And you know who nailed it with this? Nipsey Hussle. That whole dedication, hard work, plus patience. It's about knowing your hustle really matters. I see my crew light up when a homeowner swings by just to say, wow, this looks amazing.
Yeah, don't know who Nipsey is, but yeah, love the hustle. And if you truly put your all into your craft, you don't care what people say. That's the kind of mindset that sets you apart.
Totally agree. But sometimes it's not just about the big stuff. Like my crew last summer, one of the hottest days, we're laying mulch. Everyone's dragging. I'm thinking, what'll keep them going?
So what did you do?
I turned it into a stupid competition, man. Like, who can pull the cleanest edge? Boom. Energy is back. Suddenly we're all invested, laughing, taking pride. Each little thing they nailed added up. Big difference for such a small tweak.
That's leadership, Jake. Recognizing how even small moments can boost morale and push the team forward.
And it's not just for the team. I mean, we want to grow, right? Like, prove we're not just clocking in, but actually bringing value.
Exactly. And here's the kicker. Growth comes from consistency and showing up every single day. Marcus Aurelius said it well. If it's not right, don't do it. If it's not true, don't say it. That's actionable wisdom.
Yeah, that's what it is. You've got to show up, yeah, but also take pride. Not just in the work, but in owning the journey.
And when you do that, you're laying a foundation. Consistency and attention to detail create momentum, but purpose gives it meaning.
Man, spoken like someone who's seen it all go down. Because it's not just about the work, it's about who you become while doing it.
Exactly, Jake. It's not just what you do, but how you consistently show up and own your work every single day. That mindset, that's what starts building your legacy brick by brick. Even the smallest tasks become part of the bigger picture, your personal brand taking shape without you even realizing it.
Yeah, and it's wild how people start to see you differently when you're dependable. Like, they know they don't need to check over your shoulder because you'll just handle it. That kind of trust takes time, man.
Exactly. And here's the thing. Obstacles aren't just things to get past. They're opportunities to grow. Marcus Aurelius nailed it with this. The mind adapts and converts to its own purposes the obstacle to our acting. What he is saying is, you don't just overcome obstacles, you transform them. It's not about getting around the wall, it's about using the wall to build a better route. How you handle obstacles, that's what leaves a mark.
Speaking of obstacles, want to do a role play? Let's hit something real, like an absolute nightmare of a day on the job site.
Perfect. Okay, here's the setup. You're on a team pouring concrete and suddenly it starts raining mid-pour. Timing's tight, clients are watching, you're in charge. What's your first move?
Oof, okay, first move, lock down the priorities. Cover the concrete immediately to keep the pour usable. Assign each crew member to a station, one on the tarp, one keeping the edges clean, and one checking the seal. No time for panic, just action.
Spot on. And the way you respond in moments like that, it shapes how your team and clients see you. You're showing them that you don't just handle challenges, you define how they're solved.
For sure. And that applies to anything. Like, say someone on your team screws up. Do you blow up, or do you use it as a teaching moment? That's the test right there.
Absolutely. And here's the trick. Think long term. Each challenge, each moment, it's part of building who you are as a professional. Not just someone who gets the job done, but someone people rely on. That's a personal brand.
Yeah, and consistency is like a snowball. Keep rolling it forward, and suddenly you're miles ahead, and people notice.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And to everyone listening, this isn't just about work. It's about showing up in every area of life. Be humble, stay hungry, and keep at it every day. That's how you build a legacy.
And before we wrap, here's the deal. Take action. Don't just listen. Go live it. Put in the work, even when you think no one's watching. Trust me, people are always watching.
And use the tools around you. Jump into the community feed. Share your wins, your challenges, even just your questions. That's how we get better together. And on that note,
go out there and win the moment you're in. We'll catch you in the next chapter.
Thanks for listening to Modern Service Mastery Business School with Boots On. If this episode helped you lead, grow, or think differently, share it with your crew and keep the momentum going.